Third is magnetic quantum number described by m. The value of m is 12 plus 1. This means total values of m is 12 plus 1. And value of L is from value of n is from minus L to plus L. This you understand properly. The total number of values of n is 12 plus 1. And these values ranging from minus L to plus L. With example you will come to know it. For example, L is equal to 0. So values of m will be 12 L0 plus 1. That is how many values of m will be there? One value. Which value? Value is 0. That is minus L to plus L. It is 0. Minus 0 to plus 0, that is 0. So how many values are there? One value. Which value? 0. The value of n, that is total number of values, is 12 plus 1. And these values range from minus L to plus L. So here L equals to 0 if you take, so the value of m will be 1. Which value? 0. Like that. And L equals to 0 corresponds to which orbital? This is s orbital. This is s. So s orbital, for s orbital there is one value of m. Before that, one thing I forgot. The total values of m is 12 plus 1, but what is m describe? M describes the orientation. Orientation of orbitals. M is described the orientation of orbitals. What is meant by orientation of orbital? It describes the suborbitals. How many suborbitals are there? That is described by the m value. So here L0 is s orbital, and for s orbital m is also 0. Therefore s orbital is of one type only. It is one type of orbital is only there because there is L value 0 corresponds to s orbital, and for s orbital m value is coming 1. So only one type of s orbital is there. Means s orbital does not have any suborbital. See, if you take L equals to 1, so now values of m will be, value of m is equal to 2 into 1 plus 1. That is what? 2 plus 1, 3. So m is total 3 values, and values are what? Minus L to plus L. So minus 1, 0 and 1. So how many values are? 3 values are there. Which values? Minus L to plus L, minus 1 to plus 1, minus 1, 0 and 1. There are 3 values for m. So p orbital is of 3 types. There are 3 types of p orbital. P orbitals are of 3 types, or p orbital has 3 suborbitals because m values are 3. Similarly, if you take the value of L 2, so m will be what? 2 into 2 plus 1, that is 5. So 5 values, which 5 values are there? M equals to minus 2 to plus 2, minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1 and 2. These 5 values. And L equals to 2, means which type of orbital? D orbital. So what can we say? D orbital is of 5 types. There are 5 types of d orbitals and 5 suborbitals are there. So what can we conclude from this? We can conclude from m the type of suborbitals or the number of that type of orbital. The value of m is 12 plus 1 and range is from minus L to plus L. So very first m equals to 0, to m is 1 value. And which one value? 0 only. So L equals to 0 shows s orbital. So s orbital is of one type, no suborbital. L equals to 1, that shows the p orbital. Here values of m3, minus 1, 0 and 1, 3 values are there, minus L2 plus L, that is minus 1 to plus 1. So 3 values of m means p orbital is of 3 times. Similarly, L equals to 2, so m values will be 5. Which 5 values? Minus 2 to plus 2. So d orbital is having the 5 types of suborbital or 5 types of d orbital are there. And similarly, L equals to 3, that corresponds to f orbital. So here the value of m would be 2 into 3 plus 1, that is 7, and values are minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2 and 3. There are 7 suborbitals in f type of orbital. Okay. Next and the last one is spin quantum number. Spin quantum number is not evolved from Schrodinger's equation, but this was a separate experiment by Uhlenbeck and Gauss-Schmidt, and they had observed that when hydrogen beam was passed under the strong magnetic field, hydrogen beam was selected because hydrogen is the system of electrons only. It was observed that 50% rays of hydrogen or 50% hydrogen electrons were attracted towards north pole and the rest 50% towards the south pole. It was concluded that the electrons present in the atom have two types of motion. They have two types of spinning motion. They spins either clockwise or either anti-clockwise. So based on that, the spinning value, that is spin quantum number for electron, is only two values, either it is plus half or it is minus half. There are only two possibilities for the spin quantum number, because electrons either move clockwise, spins clockwise, or they spins anti-clockwise. So spinning is having only two possibilities, either clockwise or anti-clockwise. That is why spin quantum number is fixed with the two values, either plus half value or minus half value. So these values will be always fixed. 50% electrons in atom have spin quantum number plus half, and the rest will have the minus half quantum number. Okay, clear?